Someone gave me and you a brand new Corvette to drive as hard as we can on the track behind me. In today's video, you and I are gonna try to not crash these things, but push them to their limits. If you've been following along, you know I've been wildly stressed trying to start a car dealership on a budget. And when things get stressed, you need to learn how to relax and let loose. And today, you're gonna travel with me to the Ron Fellows Performance Driving School, where we are going to try to not crash a Corvette and enjoy everything behind me. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Sometimes life can be pretty cool, and you're gonna experience it all with me. Let's get going. So all of these cars are for just regular people to drive as hard as they can, so you don't have to beat up your own car. We have an E-Ray right here, we have a C8 right there, we have a ZR1 over there, and a bunch of Z06s on the track today. This right here is my car, but it's not my car, it's their car, and it's their car that they gave me and you to drive around for 2 days straight. Now, there are plenty of videos on the internet about Ron Fellows Driving School in Spring Mountain and Pahrump, Nevada, but today you're gonna experience it in a different way. You're going to see it behind the scenes. This isn't a how-to, this isn't a sales video, this is a cool travel video, and you're gonna join me and cross our fingers, we win every race. I'm too competitive to be here. Let's jump back to yesterday. So to start, I make these videos to show you how chaotic my life is, trying to balance everything. I have too many moving parts, too many tabs open, as my son always says. There's a lot going on as a business owner. I own like some real estate. There's a lot of moving pieces. I've taken on way too many things. And one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is something I enjoy. I'm going to Corvete School in Nevada. So we're on our way right now. I'm in the airport. Now, I have not stopped. I woke up early to review a video, get it to my editor, get it uploaded. I went to the gym for 45 minutes. That was like my one me time thing, 45 minutes, straight to work, sweaty in my gym clothes, got everything set up for the entire week. And I've just been running around all day and I've been putting out fires. Oh shoot, my flight is in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I won't be there for 50 minutes. And as you can see, all the traffic right there, but all that traffic has delayed me. I have a bag that is not a carry-on because I have so much stuff. I'm gone for 6 days. I go from Nevada to Denver for the NIADA convention. I just have too much stuff. I think I'll get to my flight on time. I don't think I'll get through because I have bags to check. So I don't know what to do. You're gonna join me. My grandfather would not approve of this behavior. No way I'm gonna make it. Maybe. We'll see. 12 a.m. in Vegas, 3 a.m. at home. So instead of renting a car and waiting in lines, I rented a car on Turo, and this just seems fitting. So I rented a new Corvette on Turo to get me an hour and a half somewhere out there. How do we get in this car? Well, that was easy. I called the owner and he unlocked it remotely. Seats, do this for evidence. That's all I can see at 2 a.m. Oh yeah, it's been a while. This thing looks like it had an exhaust. Hello, hello, hit unlock, start the vehicle. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see here. Oh, wow. What is that exhaust? That sounds good. Wow. All right. So that's our car for the weekend. So it is 2:20 here, which means it's 5:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm driving out to Pahrump, Nevada, which is where Ron Fellows Raceway is, and I'm going to show you something really cool. You will see nothing at all ahead for the next 50 miles, just road and nothing else. But tomorrow morning is going to be very, very different. I've done this drive before, and you don't realize what's on either side of you, left and right, until you wake up or you drive back at the end of your trip. It's gonna be really cool. Next scene will be tomorrow morning. So I need to shoot a video that requires specifically a 2025 to 2026 Toyota Sienna. And I've gone on all of the rental car agencies. I cannot specifically get exactly what I want. So if I go on Turo and I type in my location, I can filter it down to what type of vehicle I want. We're gonna go minivans, view 82 results. First car that showed up, a 2025 Toyota Sienna, showed up for $160 total. And my trip is booked. So it's the next day. I am picking up my Toyota Sienna. The owner just left, took me 5 minutes. I introduced myself, shook his hand, he did a walk around, took a couple photos, handed me the keys, and I now have a Toyota Sienna for 2 days. None of the rental companies could guarantee that it would be a Sienna. The only way that I can guarantee that I was getting exactly what I wanted was from the Turo app. So they have airport pickup, they have hotel drop off and pickup. This time I picked it up at the owner's neighborhood because he was right up the road from me. So if you're thinking about traveling at all this summer, make sure you think Turo. You can download the app in my description down below and go get yourself the car of your choice. So it's 5:55 the next morning. I have already made a mess in my hotel room, but check this out. Trackside. So the condos are on the track overlooking the mountain. You don't get to see this at night. That is amazing. And all those are people's garages that they own on the track that they keep their cars in. And then heading outside, all the Corvettes that we get to use today are out here. So that whole row, those are regular C8s, so not those. We're using Erays today. There's my Turo Corvette, which was so easy to book and a blast to get here last night. I won't dare tell you how quickly I made it here. Electric car. Not electric car. Oh my goodness, that made me so happy. It is 6 a.m. and already 100 degrees. They offer breakfast at the clubhouse, so we are gonna go over to the clubhouse and just check out breakfast, get fed, and then we are going to go to a school. How do we get out of here? We're literally on the track right now. I'm driving across the track. Wow, that's crazy. That's the entrance. Here is my all-access yellow wristband that tells me where I need to be. Look at those mountains out there. So that's my condo, that's the clubhouse right there, and those are all the mountains that we didn't see last night when we were driving at 3 a.m. I am running on 2.5 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep right now. And we are here, let's feed our bellies. Hey, cool Fiero. I've seen one of these since I owned one 10 years ago. Manual transmission too.
We were talking about C7 yesterday to yes, all C8 owners. How many first-time Corvette owners? A little under the average. We're seeing probably close to 50% in groups of 18, about 50% are new Corvette owners.
I've only been in class for, I don't know, half hour, and now we get to choose our car. Do I want blue? Do I want red? Do I want green? I think I'm gonna go with blue.
Would you do it this one?
If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So Eray School goes along with all the other C8s. They just teach us a little bit of extra about the Eray because it's all-wheel drive. It's a hybrid motor, so it has a front battery powering the front wheels, and then the mid-engine powers the rear wheels.
We're going to flip apart 8 right here going into third 10. Please run that grouping over. Now as you come out of third 10, you're going to see 3 lanes. Being the third lane coming all the way to this number 2 board up here. We're going to brake at this number 2 board. You're going to see a blue turning code. Turn at the turning code, we'll go from the outside.
So this is pretty cool. If you look at my dash, my best lap time is minute 30. I was slow on this one because we were doing cool down, but it tells you how much slower you were on your lap from your best lap, and it will actually track your track. So you can map out your track, hit start, and it will map out your track and know all your turns.
Guys, make sure we are in automatic. 35 miles an hour, 100% brake at these red cones. Engage that ABS. Stop on that brake hook. Full on. Excellent job, sir. Going in clear.
I can watch the head-up display, so I'm staring out the windshield as I go.
All right, Craig, going down here, 35 miles an hour, 100% brake at these red cones. Engage that ABS. Stop on that brake pedal. Take those hands at 9 and 3. Beautiful. Stay on. Excellent job, sir. So right there, you got to feel the chances when that car starts to come out from underneath you on braking. What happened is you just a little too aggressive in that steering, and that rear wanted to come around on you. Greg, come on down here, 40 miles an hour, 1% brake at these red cones. Keep those hands at 9 and 3. Full on brake. Stay with it. Excellent job, so going to clear. All right, Greg, come on down here. Your choice of lane, your choice of speed. No more than 45. But where you want that car to go. Full on that brake. Stay with it. Beautiful job, sir. Going clear.
Now we're off to figure 8 class.
Put your belt on, and then for this, make your seat relatively comfortable here.
Adjust my seat?
Yep, adjust it to wherever you're comfortable with, man.
So the idea is to not drift or to drift?
You want to slide a little bit, all right? Everything's comfortable? Okay, before we get started, what year's your car?
It's a 24.
24, perfect. So your traction control button will be in the same place right there. Press and hold that for 8 seconds. Wait until you see ESC off on your dashboard. Once you see ESC off, release that button. Perfect. That's shutting everything off right there.
Everything.
Yep, everything. Okay. Besides ABS, you can't shut that off.
All right.
So drive in manual mode here. Give it a little acceleration. On the brakes. That's how slick it is.
Okay.
You ever spun out a Corvette?
Yeah. Actually, no.
Oh, now you have.
Not in Corvette. Not in C8.
There you go. So yeah, go ahead, get yourself turned around right here. Now go ahead and try to get it up to like 20 miles an hour here. Get a little speed out of it. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster. No brakes, turn the wheel. And
So I hit
now.
the apex. Now give it a little bit
There you go.
towards the apex. Towards the
Now brake,
Brake.
and balance.
balance.
Try to release your brake a little slower. Now coast.
Coast.
Start to pick up the gas and accelerate. There you go. Beautiful.
So it is lunchtime and they put out a buffet. It's all you can eat. Oh, look at me. I get eggplant parmesan today. So I'll go after that. I'll take some of that right there. Chicken breasts and a little bit of steak. So this place is a legit country club for race car enthusiasts. So this is their locker room. Like I've been in Trump's locker room at his golf club, country club, golf course country club, and the lockers look like this. And you have all teak towels and a sauna, shower. And they even have a pool area, hot tub, spa over there, fitness center, and a hangout area and a bar for the wives when the husbands are racing and the wives don't want to join them. You can eat outside and hang out and just enjoy the mountains. And they even have a little putting green too, and grills. Someone's cooking on the grill right now. This is pretty cool. Fire pit, the grill's on. Look at that view. And I think this is how the employees get around. They putt around on their dirt bikes. And this is some of the personally owned race cars right here. This out. And the reason that they drive these is because maintenance is a lot less on these than it would be on a Porsche or a new Corvette, and tires are less and brakes are less, and it is a legit race car versus like really trying to maintain and keep up on a new car, like a roadworthy track car. For anyone that doesn't know what this is a ZR1. Wow. On a lunch break, going back to my condo, currently going under the racetrack to, oh, what a good sledding hill. Currently going to under the racetrack to go to my condo. Oh, that was cool.
Okay, you go one arm through, one arm back. Look down. Sit up on those shoulders a little bit. As for this adjustment, it doesn't need to be super tight. Just like breathe the car. Take a deep breath. Relax. When your arms go forward, those back muscles engage. So you breathe right for them. Okay? Makes sense, right? Take the excess, leave it back.
Right on the curbing where the orange apex cone is. Turn off the any earlier or later. No later braking the number one. We're here in the turn 2, looking over to the right of the apex. Okay, gentlemen, we're back to the beginning. Craig, let's go ahead and get started. Up into fourth gear, over to the right-hand side. Straight wheel, now all the way left here for entry for the turn in. Make sure you brake before we turn. There you go, slowly ease off the brake, start looking to the right. There's those two apexes on the curbing, go full speed for throttle. Out to the left. There you go, start looking at heel turn, there's a 3 hill. Alrighty, look for that for the turn in. We're going to turn in short speed to the inside, bring it off to the middle. Yeah, and then tight to the inside again. Awesome, there you go. Now take over the curbing now. There is a slight turn down that drop. And over to the right hand side of the track. Okay, here's the apexes. Alrighty, start looking ahead here, slowly. Exit for a moment, brake penalty for that loose turning that way. Okay, burning to the inside. Now come to the middle with me where my car is. Like a beach keeper. Yeah, now back in. Yeah, so if you want to bring it to the inside, immediately to the middle.
So it's the end of day 1 and the instructors are going to take us on the track to actually show what this car is capable of and how far it can really be pushed, because I did this last time and I thought I was pushing it, and then to see what the way they were driving is incredible. So now we're going to go on the track and really see what these cars can do.
Upshift, over to the right, lift, squeeze back in, all the way left. Firm, releasing, coast, 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 squeeze to full. Sip of coffee, relax, lift, firm, releasing, 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 coast, coast, coast. Little bit of gas, lift, let it tighten, squeeze to full. Releasing, releasing, coast, coast. Lift to that apex cone, we're gonna bring it down, squeeze to full. That's it.
I can't believe how easy you just made that look. driving with a couple fingers. Okay, so clearly I am not pushing this car to its limits. I thought I was really hammering down and I was proud of myself getting out of my car. It is day one. Now I know what that car can do, and tomorrow's gonna be a different day. So that was incredible, and that was just day one. All right, and here we go. So the day is over and I am smoked, and I wanted to show you some really cool things. So this place is called Spring Mountain Motor Resort and Country Club, and instead of like people that are in a golf, this is for people that are into cars. It's a country club for people that are into cars. So I am sitting in the lounge in a leather chair, waiting for my dinner at the bar. And I want to show you some of the things here. So just like a country club, again, I was at Trump's a month ago, and this is what it was like. You get trophies, you have private rooms with long tables and whiskeys and fancy wines, and it's just a really cool experience. I'm sitting at the bar with some people right now having dinner that were in my group and chatting with them, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I get why people would do something like this regularly as a hobby and a passion. All right, dinner is over. My cheeseburger, better than mid, but very expensive. It is sunset, and I want to head into town to see what Pahrump is like. I think there's a casino, and I don't know, I heard there's 3 stoplights. I am wild over this ZR1. Look at this car. Wow. Look at that hood, the detail, the like body lines on that hood. Oh my goodness. Look at the tires. Wow. The color is amazing. Those calipers are incredible. Carbon fiber splitters on the front bumper, all the way down the side, the rockers and the air intake or duct. Everything is carbon fiber. Oh my goodness, this car is incredible. And they even match the decal to the carbon fiber. Wow. All right, let's head into town. I love doing this. And see what Pahrump has. So I can tell you that heading into town, like a majority of this town's revenue has got to be just speed traps, because the speed limit is 35 on basically a 4-lane highway, and 35 I feel like I am just crawling right now. So I was even warned, do not speed in this town. 35 is an unacceptable speed on a road like this. They must just be collecting so much money from out-of-towners going fast through this one-way town. There are a couple cool looking like Southern Cowboy style casinos. That's pretty neat. And a Nugget right there. Pahrump Nugget with a Denny's inside. I'm currently being race challenged by a Mustang. He's just revving his engines at me. Too old for that stuff. I keep racing around, getting in trouble. And the sun has set. Check out how cool that is way out there. That's all for tonight. See you in the morning.
Don't create that reward. Waiting it back in. Still throttle, still throttle.
And our top time in the blue group with a 32.81. Wow. Very close. Oh, come on up.